that I have a very good IT team, I have a very good information security team, I have some of the great security solutions that I have procured, and what we call it is always an idiot boxes that you have actually procured. And that is actually securing our infrastructure, that is securing our people's information. We are using some X sort of, the encryption while the data is in storage, the data is in transit, the data is in motion. So all these things, what we call it, are your perceptions, but they are all misconceptions. Because the one simple door in your network, be it your user, be it your, the email ID of one user which is available, with the username and a password on a dark web or a deep web, can actually make your complete organization vulnerable to a lot of cyber attacks. And that's why let's have the journey to this world of ethical hacking. And now the biggest thing is this word ethical, when it attaches to the hacking, it becomes a controversial word, right? So here, whatever demonstrations that we are actually going to see are not going to be on the Indian websites or an Indian network, because I'm an Indian citizen, but we have some of the very good friends this government has developed, which are very nearby to our country as well. And I believe that hacking into those websites or their networks will not be a crime. So that is something which is known as ethical hacking, right? So we are going to hack our friends' countries, or the countries which are real dearest friends of India, those who are always, doing something or the other thing in the Kashmir and the other regions, right? Initially, we used to have one friend, but now we have developed one more other friend as well. So we're going to have the demonstrations on, those networks and those websites and those banks. But let me tell you, this all demonstrations is just to make you, not to make you learn what hacking is, but to create an awareness about how easy it is for even a simple person to hack into different websites. And why I'm saying this, because all these logos that you are actually seeing right now on the screen, they have their own IT team, security team, every team, but they have missed out a one simple email from a hacker that stated that, hey, I have found a very critical loophole in your organization. Would you like to pay me? But because they have their own process, they have their own, the bounty mechanisms, they have paid a lesser to the, hacker. And what hacker has made them realize that your billions of data, those accounts, if you can look at this figure, this billions and millions of data, are already available online on the internet. So if you are, the user of any of these websites, I'm 100% sure your data is available somewhere or the other way on the dark web and a deep web. And now, if the hacker has earned more money from a dark web and deep web, he's making it available on a normal surface web as well. More than 290,000 incidents that has occurred into the banking and finance sector in just, the COVID era. If you look at the startup ecosystems, I've observed that many a time, the moment they close the investments on the same day, the zero-day attack, right? So they have a 0 day for the investments as well, and the 0-day attack for their website and other things as well is also happening to many of the startups. Yahoo is one of the prime example how the valuation can go down from $48 billion to $4 billion, and the only reason behind that is all the cyber attacks. Because you go to surface web, you go to any other web, nowadays the 3 billion user data of username and the passwords of Yahoo is always available online on the internet, being breached every 6 months twice, and every time they are missing out on what hacker is trying to say. The same goes with LinkedIn. More than 167 million accounts are still available online on the internet. The World Economic Forum report also says that. This was the older figure. Even the new report also says that the largest number of data breaches is also happening in India. So Indian people's largest number of data is available on dark web and deep web. A lot of credit card, debit card, everything can be hacked also. The Bangladesh bank is a prime example of how somebody can pretend as a vendor, can come to a SWIFT unit, which is an international transaction unit, replace the original router with the $10 router, connect that router sitting in the bank premise itself, and even transfer $86 million from the Bangladesh bank itself. So it may be possible that in your organization, somebody can come as registered vendor or a trusted vendor of your IT, can even come inside your organization, find out the loopholes in your people and the process that exist, that we are not verifying or doing a background check on whosoever vendor is coming to your organization, and can replace anything in your organization, and can take a charge of that particular device to take a charge of your network as well. So this is exactly what is the different statistics. The hacking is right now not only limited to the IT, but OT security or the OT attacks, with the conversion of the IT and OT conversions is actually happening. The Mumbai electricity outage for 6 hours in 2020 is one of the great example, of that. We used to see the movie Die Hard for almost 10 to 15 years back, but this thing has started becoming a reality right now. So it could be possible, in the future that somebody is operating your home automation system, somebody is operating your car also, somebody is actually, operating even the BRT or maybe a metro and other transit systems, that is existing as well, can even stop the water coming to the city as well. And not only the things which are static are vulnerable, even the things which are at a moving pace, the ships are the most vulnerable thing, because the architecture of all the ships have been developed almost 20 years back. And on that architecture, what they have done is replace the legacy system with some new system, but that does not work out. And that's the reason, right? Most of the ships are nowadays getting attacked where the ship is in the middle of a sea, or the vessel is in the middle of a sea, and the direction is automatically is getting changed. And after 1 day or 2 days, they realize that, oh, they're supposed to go to a Dubai port or a Singapore port, but they have now, into an African Ocean, and the ship is into a different direction itself. So this is exactly is the power of hacking. So what exactly is the problem? The problem is very simple, that we create a maze in the organization with a lot of vendor solutions, a lot of vendor dependency is what we create in our organization with so many security solutions. And yes, if the security solutions is coming from Israel, we definitely trust them, we definitely procure them, and we definitely install them, whether verifying whether that security solution itself is secured or not. And that's what the hacker's first job is, getting into the UI or getting into the user interface of that security solution itself, so that I get to know what your network architecture is, what your computer, how your computers are connected, what all network devices that you have, and that becomes easy for me to actually look from the above of the maze and not, I would solve that particular maze. So even a one single application in your organization, if it is vulnerable, you are making your complete organization vulnerable to the cyber attacks. The trend in the cybersecurity is changing. Please understand that. The people are being targeted. The people who are on social media, they are being targeted, and the moment they use that media or their, the breach account in your organization, they ultimately get into your system and then ultimately put a ransomware or do a lateral movement to your organization and get into a heart of your system, or maybe a data center or a disaster recovery center of your system also. So that's enough that we have talked about on the theory part of it. Now let's start with a very simple, the session on the hacking. As I said, a very simple thing. Even you can do that. So, I'm sure you must be knowing that. If you want to open any sort of website, you can go to Google and you can open that. So I'm just typing into the Google, that is securities PK, that is the securities, that means the, the share trading, the traders website. The PK is Pakistan, in URL is URL, and login. So the website is automatically open on my system right now. The same way, the other website is also open on my system. You can open that, particular thing, on your computer also. You can just type into the Google, whatever the country extension is, and then login page. I'm sure you must be knowing that every website that has a login page, it has this URL login or admin or, login page or some login.asp, PHP, ASPX. This is very simple that you need to do. Unfortunately, I don't have the ID and the password of the website because this is not my website, right? The same goes for this website also. I don't have the ID and I don't have the password of this particular website. If I want to log in to this website as an administrator, I need to have the username, I need to have the password. But here what I'm actually going to do is, every of the developer in the world, I again repeat, every of the developer in the world are not the hackers, but the hackers are the developers and the hackers as well. Most of the people, they forget the security, as a part of the development process or as a part of the DevOps process as well. Nowadays, many companies, they've started following the DevSecOps, that is security is integrated part of the development. But till now, whatever websites and the applications and the infrastructure that is being developed, the security is one of the components that is always being looked after the infrastructure or the application or the website is being developed. But that is not the right way to basically secure your application. Because what you are trying to do is you are trying to find out some open doors, right? Close that open doors, but you may not be knowing that the problem is in your design. The problem is in the roots of the design of that particular software or design of that particular network infrastructure. And that is one of the primary reason I'm just copying this magical characters. Look at this, I'm just copying this magical characters. I'm actually going to this particular website. I'm pasting that magical characters over here. You can just look at this. I'm pasting this magical characters over here, and I'm actually pressing a login button, and what it is actually showing me, that it is logging me into the original website, or you can say that the admin panel of this website also. If the website has not been able to log in, it would have given me the username and the password wrong message, but the website has not given the wrong message. It has accepted a very simple, those magical characters. If the developer would have understood that I don't need to allow the single quote as one of the special character in the password, he would have saved the website. If you want to do some more demonstrations, the best thing what you can do is you can, yes? Yeah. If you want to do some more demonstrations on that website, you can just go to PK, and after that you can go to in URL, and after that you can actually go to login, right? You can just go to login, and I'm helping you out, right? If you want to do some practice over here, right, you just go to home, type PK in URL login, and 10 websites are being displayed on the first page. I promise you, out of 10 websites, almost 7 websites you can able to hack with this magical characters as well. So this is a very simple way of getting into those website or getting into those things, but most of the modern developers also are missing out on what exactly needs to be done. Now let us move on to the other website. That's a very interesting thing. That is a First Credit and Investment Bank Limited of the Pakistan. Right now, the biggest question is that if I want to go to this website or if I want to log into this website, I need to have the username and I need to have the password of not the user of this website, but the administrator of this website also. So what I've done is I've opened one of the link of this website. I have opened one of the link of this website. You can just see that. I'm using one of the tool of a hacker, right? That is known as an SQL map. I'm using one of the tool of the hacker known as SQL map. I'm copying this URL. I'm again, telling you one thing. I'm copying this particular URL. Let me again copy. I'm actually operating my remote system, which is available over there. So allow me with this delay or, the lake of this thing. I'm going to this command prompt. I'm sure now you must have got a feeling of hacking, because we have seen in the movies that the hacker works with a black screen and type it into the green fonts and everything. So we're going to do that real hacking with the black screen and the green fonts as well. I'm going to paste this command over here, and I am just going to write the URL over here. SQL map is one of the hacking tools which would give you a complete database of the website, provided the website has a problem, and the developer has committed a simple problem. Here, the last command that I'm writing is -DBS. The meaning of a DBS is a database. I'm sure everybody must be knowing the site has a database which has tables, and tables has rows and columns, and those rows and columns stores the username and the password. I hope this is a basic thing which everybody must be aware of. Yes or no? Very good, right. So we are trying to see, I'm not sure, we are trying to see whether the website has a problem or not. I've just entered this. Oh, this has started working. I'm just saying, yes, why? Please hack the website for me. It is actually again asking that, hey, do you want to, use those characters as well? I said, okay, do that. And what you can see right now on the screen, I need to do Control++. Not sure whether you can able to see this. Can you able to see this? This is a database of this website. I can actually copy all of this, and I can show you the complete, the result that I'm actually getting right now on my screen. I can show you the result that is getting right now on my screen, right? And what I can actually see on my screen right now is the database of this website. So this is the name of the database of this website. Database has tables. I again repeat, database has tables. So I will copy this. It's a very simple thing that you need to do. I will copy this, right? I will again go to this, the link. I will type the command, but instead of a DBS, I'll just type D, then the name of the database, and then hyphen tables. It is in the down, you might not be able to see that, but we'll just wait for some time. Hyphen tables. I just need to press enter button. It is asking, okay, yes, right, and I just need to wait for some time, yes. And what you can see right now, it is right now retrieving all the tables which are actually stored in this website. It is retrieving all the tables which are stored in this website. So I just need to wait for some time. So what are you trying to see right now are you're getting all different set of tables. You're getting all the different set of, the tables which are stored in this website. But we are running out of time. So we just need to do something very quick, right? So I know that table takes a lot of time. It's a bank website. Please understand that. They have hundreds and thousands and, those millions of tables. But what you are trying to see right now, I'm just pressing Control C so that we can stop this. Yes, so this is all the tables, which are right now being gathered is being visible over here. So what I am actually doing right now is I'm changing this query. And the query that I need to change is I'm typing space D, then the name of the database, then /T. That is T, one second, user, -dump. So I'm actually saying that please do one thing, dump all the data from this particular simple table that is a user, because the site has so many tables, we are running out of time, so that's why I'm just showing you that this is the table. If the user table won't exist, it won't give you the, the result. Let me copy this. Let me go to the website and let me paste this. I'm pasting the command and I'm pasting enter. The moment I'm pressing enter, it said Y. Okay, inject inside. Okay. And what you can see right now on the screen, do you want the hashes to be temporary? No, I don't want that. And once I said, do you want dictionary-based attack? No, I don't want that. And what you can see right now on the screen, I'm getting the first name. First name is not there. Interesting. I'm getting the IP address from which he has logged in last time. This is a username and this is the password of the website. So this is exactly the data of this particular website. Let me copy this in the notepad so that everybody can able to see this. Trust me, this is the username. The person name is Abdul Nasir and this is the password. The SQL mapper has also asked me, do you want to retrieve this hashes? Do you want to make sure that this encrypted password will be decrypted? If I say yes, it will take another 15 minutes or maybe 20 minutes, or it may take, more than an hour also, or a 1 day or a 2 day also, depending upon the complexity of the password. But what I'm trying to say is, it's very, very, very easy to do so. You can even download SQL map and you can start writing those simple queries and you can do that. I told you how to get the website list from the Google and you can even easily able to do that. So the biggest problem over here is that everybody has those perceptions, which I call it, the misconceptions, that is antivirus in my computer protects my computer and my database and my server, right? I have an EDR solution that is endpoint detection and response solutions. I have a managed detection and response services given to my vendor that is actually securing my, the organizations. I have a firewall. I have the SD-WAN, I have a reverse proxy, I have everything that is actually securing my computer and securing my website. I have an intrusion detection systems. But again, this all are the misconceptions. Obviously, the First Credit Bank is one of the premier bank in Pakistan, must be having all of that, must be having a 24/7 SOC running onto it. But here, what thing that I have done, I have sent my traffic on port number 443 or an HTTPS. So I always say that hacking into HTTPS website is easy than hacking into HTTP website, or getting caught on the HTTPS website is impossible, but getting caught on the HTTP website is pretty much possible. So HTTPS is not securing the website, but HTTPS is basically helping the hacker to hack the website in a secured way as well. So this is exactly what the HTTPS is all about. Right, so because this website has an HTTPS, you can see that, right? And what we're trying to believe that, oh, I have my network traffic going in an encrypted manner, it is all secured. And here what I've done is, I've also attacked in a very secured manner that even those 24/7 SOC team is sitting over there, they must be thinking that internal team must be doing some database queries on the database. So let that internal team, run those queries and get the results of that particular queries as well. But again, that's an external team that is actually doing so. So I again say that hackers never create problems. The hackers are the people who basically find the problems and exploit the problems. People, when I report a problem to so many websites and the banks and organizations, they say that, Sunny, you might have created a problem into our organization which was not at all existing in our organization. But we never create problems, right? Our job is to only find the problems, and our job is to only exist the problems. The real root cause of a problem are the result of a bad software design, and you can say that the implementation of that particular network or even your cloud architecture. So this is all about, how simple you can even able to hack that. People ask me, hey, my OTP is secured, right? But I'm 100% sure, out of all the people who are sitting here, either they might have an iOS device or they might have an Android devices. If I would ask anybody, without looking at your phone, you tell me how many apps are actually installed on your phone, will you be able to tell me the number of apps and the name of the apps that are installed on your phone? Anybody? Not even a single person knew that, right? We give our phones to someone, maybe our son, our daughter, our, like brothers, sisters, siblings, friends, everybody. Yeah, I'm done. Yeah. So what happens is that many a times we get a lot of lucrative offers and it sends some links. Hey, you got this, Lenskart ka 200 ka voucher. You should actually ask yourself, did I register actually on Lenskart? And this Lenskart is actually sending me this 200, 100 rupees ka voucher. And the moment we click on it, we create an account and we try to see whether we are getting this voucher or not. Ultimately, you're not getting the voucher, but what we are getting is, getting your mobile hacked by the hacker who has installed some of the fake app over here. I want some brave victim, please. Anybody? Please. Can I have your number? We are done with the demo. Can I have your number? 8794 80 3829. Okay. 8794 380 3829. I am just giving you a missed call. You getting it? Is that your number? Okay. 3829. Okay. I'm just confirming it's that. That's your number, right? You're getting a call. All right, brother. I'm just sending you a link to click, right? Would you mind clicking on that link? Did you receive a message from me? Can you just click that? Okay. We'll just wait for some time. So the moment he has clicked on the link, a very simple Android shell. So every system has a shell. Like in your command prompt, in your computer, it has a command prompt. In your Mac, you have a terminal. In Android, you have a shell. So obviously, I just checked that his shell is actually open and is not secured. So the only thing is I have sent him a link. And right now, what you can actually see on the screen, I have one of the, the thing that is open on my, the screen is I can able to log in. 1 second, let me log in to this app. And what I can see right now, this is my message that I have received, right? That's the last message. I can go to the Axis Bank and I can check out what balance you have in Axis Bank, right? The other thing that I can do is I'm sure your number must be registered as a multi-factor authentication in almost your Gmail, your Facebook, your Instagram, your company email ID. So a very simple thing that I can do is I can go to forgot password, put that email ID, send message to that number. The same way the bank has sent the OTP to him, the website is also going to send that OTP. You can copy that OTP, enter that OTP and hack into any of the accounts that are connected with them. I can register on the UPI, I can change your Aadhaar number. That becomes very easy nowadays. You can go and change your Aadhaar number, and the moment your Aadhaar number is changed, right, all the accounts that are registered with your one number will be activated on the other number, although it takes 24 hours of the time. So what I'll do is, I'll hack your number, I'll change your Aadhaar number, in 24 hours I'll harass you like anything, you switch off your phone, and after 24 hours I can register in your UPI and your banking, and I can do any sort of transactions as well. So that becomes very easy for anybody to do so. So only thing I can tell you is, think twice before you click, right? Never ever trust your trusted persons also while you are actually using your phones, your devices, your computers, anything. And insider threats are more dangerous than an external threats. 90% of the organizations are getting breached because of the insiders and not the external parties. So make sure to have a right set of security mechanisms and ensure to get your audits done quarterly or maybe monthly or 6 months to make sure that you get a hacker's point of view that what are the open doors in your systems, and you can patch all the doors before the hacker hacks you also. Thank you, nasscom and GCC Conclave, for the wonderful time and the wonderful session.
Please give him a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
It was an eye-opening session for all of you. Thank you.
For more content on tech and leadership, subscribe to nasscom YouTube channel and press the bell icon to never miss an update.